impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gon' do with it? Stop playing.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's love.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Darnold. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Reset. Green team. Mark 54. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we're pretty powerful.
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Geis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Across midfield.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Geis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold completes it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
34-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. A toss right to Geis. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
4 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jets have recovered. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 22-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets 3, Texans nothing.
From the 22, Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
To number 86.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Jets 10, Texans nothing. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cook. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 3.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Watson looks to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
At the 25-yard line, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here on 3rd down, Darnold looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead.
For the extra point.
He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Watson off play action. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. First and 10 at the 11.
You got nothing to watch. You got nothing. Right there, 54.
On the delay, here's Hunt. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And 8.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
That's what I do. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, let's get that ball again. Let's get that ball right here.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Dig in, let's go.
Roses now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Jets 24, Texans 7. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Recovered.
He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A big play there just before halftime. 71 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. This is caught. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's at the 50. the 30, the 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And he'll bang that one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with the first. Darnold, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return comes Cobb. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
57. Pick me up. Here we go.
From the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That gain on third down, good for 28. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. We want this.
On 1st and 10, Watson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
57. Mike 57. Get the ball.
They'll run again with Hunt. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
the ball carrier.
They still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Mike 54. Hey, pick your game up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
he was taken down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Darnold. Off to Geis on the screen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Complete to Darius Geis.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big run that time by Bell. 43 yards.
1st down, Jets.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. Geis. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Bradley Roby on.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, this is Geis down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6, and now third down. This is Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
We certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Fuller. Will Fuller. Nobody there to stop him. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 78 yards. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. On the ground, it's Geis. And he stopped immediately there. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Rashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Perriman, 83 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Give him 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also get a new set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Watson's throw going to be taken in by Johnson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Texans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
26-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Today's final score.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jets, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another day.